Okay, we'll start our discussion on today's important bit, that is a business plan. But before that, just yesterday's lecture review. Last lecture we have seen basically some case studies of SWOT analysis, and we started discussion on project report, right? So project report is a written statement, or it is a document which is telling you people or anybody who want to invest in your organization, like what you are interested to do. That explanation is there in project report, right? And some people have given analogy of roadmap. People say like project report is nothing but roadmap. And I have told last lecture, roadmap, if somebody is having roadmap ready with them, then definitely they will reach to their destination very fast and early, right? So that discussion we have made, and we have seen various significances also why that particular project report is important. Project report are having so many significances. We have discussed yesterday related to that, and then we started discussion on its content. Like if I ask you people write the project report, now you people are ready to write project report because you know content of it, right? So what should be the content? We have discussed general information, promoter, location, land building, plant machinery, production process, utilities, transport and communication, raw material, manpower, then product, market, requirement of working capital, requirement of fund, cost of production and profitability for first 10 years, break-even analysis, and schedule of implementation. Like that, around 17, 18 contents we have seen. And I have recommended to use this content and prepare your project report, and preferably in the form of chapters. And chapter should not be more than 7. So the discussion we have done last lecture, and I have given uh, typing related guidelines also, like where should be the diagram, uh, whether which kind of font should be there, what will be the size of margin, what will be the size of this page, font, right? So that discussion we have done last lecture, and then we started discussion on business plan. Right. So what is the business plan? Last lecture we have seen is a very minor difference. Both are the reports, right? Both are the written documents. Both are the report, but one report is telling what is entrepreneur is interested to do, and business plan tell like in detail how that entrepreneur is going to achieve his goal in that organization, or how that organization will achieve the goals, right? So generally people tell business plan is a execution document. Business plan is a execution document, right? So plan means plan itself is execution document, and here in a business, if you are using one plan, so people call it as a business plan, right? So it is also written document. So now let us discuss one by one. There are so many components of business plan. We have started discussion on first two part, like introductory profile and description of business. These are the very generalized discussion which is there, like project report. So we discussed last lecture that what should be there in a introductory profile. What should be there in a introductory profile? So we have discussed, like in introductory profile of your business plan, there should be the information of owner, biodata, entrepreneur or owner. If there are partners, then their name, number, email address. Then industry profile, like name of the organization, address of the organization, telephone number of the organization, email ID, like that information. So this should be there in a introductory profile. Beyond that, there should be the information like whether your organization is a private limited company, whether it is a partnership organization, whether it is a sole proprietorship, right? So this kind of explanation should be there, and this much is expected in a introductory profile. Every mighty introductory profile about your organization and about your that owners or promoters information should be there in that particular introductory profile, and it may be the first chapter, right? Second point should be there in your business plan, that is a description of business. You need to describe your business. You need to describe your venture. व्हेंचर म्हणजे काय, ऑर्गनायझेशन, बिझनेसला पण व्हेंचर हा शब्द वापरलेला आहे, व्हेंचर म्हणतो आपण. Okay, so in this particular description, you should write the mission and vision statement. You are well aware about the vision and mission statement of the organization, and every organization have their own vision and mission, right? So that should be part of your uh, during this description. It should be included. And what is that? Mission and vision. Right? That statement must be there. And by looking at that particular mission and statement, you will that who is going to read that particular report, he will understand what is his vision and what is his mission. And even if some your employee will go through that report, people will understand what is vision of my owner and what is the mission of my owner and what he want to achieve and how he want to reach to that particular goal. Right? So it is expected, and you have to build your own vision and mission of your organization, and it should be part of your business plan. Just a minute, hold for one. Okay, we'll continue. Sorry for interruption in between. So we were discussing what should be there in a business description of business. So vision mission statement is expected that should be included in your that particular section. Then second thing should be there like a site. Site म्हणजे काय म्हणतो आपण? लोकेशन. लोकेशनला साईट वगैरे वापरतात शब्द. सिव्हिल इंजिनियर म्हणतात मी साईटवर चाललो म्हणजे काय ऍक्च्युअल लोकेशन वेअर वर्क इज गोइंग ऑन. So site related information should be there. So you can include location of enterprise. You may include the land details. You may include like in project report we have seen whether land is on a lease or it is owned or it is a freehold, right? So that information must be there, and even NOC of that particular area. NOC is mandatory, right? No objection certificate is necessary if you are starting your organization in rural area or urban area. From that competent authority, you should produce the no objection certificate. It is required, right? So that information, it should be there with you, right? You have started organization means you should have NOC certificate and you can attach there. Then if in municipal area it is there, then relevant document should be there of NOC. Like that, site related information should be there in that particular section. Again, in that section, you can describe like physical infrastructure. Physical infrastructure means building related information you can include. You may include like which kind of construction type is there, how many floors are there, right? So such kind of, or how many years old building is there. That information you should add in this particular section. Then raw material related information, whether raw material is imported or indigenous, right? From where you are producing, what is the source of that particular raw material, how supply is going to be there. That raw material related information, like project. This particular section is like summary of your project report, right? Description of business. Then labor related information, maybe you need workers, you need helpers, you need technicians, you need engineer, manager, right? So many people you need, and their quantity, how many people, how many labor, that information should be included in this section. Then even you can include like how training you are going to provide, which kind of training is necessary to your labor, right? So that information is expected in this section. Then utilities means facility. So which kind of facilities are available at that particular site? Maybe like power is there, fuel is there, water, gas, electricity, and whatnot, whatever utilities are required. So that you can mention there. Then pollution related information you can include like how sewage system will be there. Sewage system म्हणजे सांडपाण्याचं वगैरे आपण म्हणतो. सिवेज म्हणजे मैला वगैरे किंवा जे काही घाण तुमच्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मधून बाहेर पडते त्याला सिवेज वगैरे म्हणतात. सो व्हॉट इज युअर सिवेज सिस्टीम, right? So how you are going to make treatment of sewage water or sewage related things, right? So that treatment related information you can include, right? How you are going to dispose that sewage outside, how you are going to make treatment, whether these emissions from your organizations are making harm to that particular area. So all kind of information should be there. Even that organizations audit related to pollution also you can include that in that particular report. Even you can include a transportation system, how you are going to transport, what is the mode of transport, maybe road, maybe by rail, maybe by air, whatever mode of travel is there, you can add there. Even you can add machineries and equipments required. You can make list of that machinery required. You can add, you can say like whether it is imported devices, imported machineries, or it is a Indian machineries. That information you can add. Even you can add a cost of that particular machine, right? So who is going to supply that machine? Then next one is production process. So how you are going to produce that particular product, that production process summary. So this much information should be there in a description of business. Means you have to describe within 3-4 pages that particular section, and it is called as a description of business. Getting? So I have told so many pointers to you people in this particular section, like site information, physical infrastructure information, raw material related information, labor information, utilities, then pollution control information, transport related information, machinery and equipment related information, and production process. So this much should be there in a description of business. This section should include this much information. So first and second sections are very general, and it should be explained in detail. Just a minute, hold for 1 minute. कुठल्या त्या कुठल्या तुमच्याकडे ते माझ्याकडे तुम्ही मला उघडून दिलं त्या दिवशी. Okay, we'll continue. Can you see my slide? Actually, there is a electricity problem. Can you see my slide? Okay, actually, there is a electricity interruption, but I am not able to change that particular slide. Just a minute. Actually, there is a electricity interruption in between. And just a minute, we'll start session within few minutes. Okay, time being, we'll start discussion. We have discussed two things. that is operational, sorry, description of business, and at the beginning, introductory profile. I hope you understood this. Can you, or is there any doubt? You can ask me. Timing, I'll start my computer. Have you understood what should be included? Yes, and again, there is a freedom to you people. Some people may suppose there is no pollution related information. In that case, there is no worry to include a pollution related sewage and all this information. It depends on person to person, right? And everybody's report will be different. It is not like that everybody's report will be same and everybody should include pollution control related pointers in your description of business. Not necessary. If applicable, then you can add, right? So till this second point, is there any doubt? Say at least no, yes, something. Okay, Gaurav, thank you. We'll continue. Actually, on Wednesday, there is a problem of electricity. In today, I am in college, so continuous interruption is there. But I have the two devices, mobile as well as machine. But recording and PPT is there on computer. So wait for 1 2 minutes. I hope my screen is visible to you people. Yes or no? Okay. I think we were discussing description of a business. 2 points already we have discussed. Can you see my screen and is it audible clearly to you people? Is there any problem? Okay, Ram, thank you. We'll continue. So friends, third point should be there in your business plan. That is important plan. That is a production plan. Okay. So let us discuss what is a production plan and what is expected in that particular plan. And friends, you can make this production plan as a separate chapter then operational plan as a separate chapter, human resource as a separate chapter, marketing plan, financial plan, like that. So 7 points are there. So I expect whenever you are preparing your business plan in the future, then this 7 chapters should be there in your business plan. So now I hope first 2 points there is no problem. Now let us discuss production plan. So now what is expected in production plan? Once again, I want to tell what we will discuss in this. What content should be there in a production plan, that we will discuss. Friends, first thing I want to clear, there are 3 types of basic organization generally prepare production plan, called partial manufacturing and manufacturing. So these 3 type of involved in that organization, then this production plan is totally eliminated. This will not be there in your business plan. Production plan, if there is no manufacturing involved, for example, service organization is there, that organization is providing only service, for example, IT sector, software services, involved. So such organizations are called as a service organization. In such an organization, production plan is totally eliminated. It is not involved in any of the business plan for service industry. Then second type, partial manufacturing. You understand, I think, meaning of partial manufacturing, where very less majority of task is given outside. So their partial manufacturing is there. Some part they are producing in their own organization, and majority thing they are outsourcing, and they are getting work done from outsourcing activity. So it is called as a partial manufacturing. There you can add only what production you are doing, that related information, and whom you are outsourcing your work, that information is expected. So that supplier or subcontractor name, their address, how much task you are giving outside, that information you can include there if partial production is there. But we are going to discuss for complete manufacturing related thing. If complete manufacturing is happening in your organization, then production plan should be there. Getting? So now what should be there in a production plan? Friends, in short, I want to tell, in production plan, you have to understand first how much production you want to do. You have to understand the customer. He need 1000 component per month, right? And so you have to prepare production plan for that 1000 component only, right? And so production plan will change for 900 component, right? So production plan will vary according to your target. How much production you want to do, depending on that production plan will be there. So now what should be there in your production plan? You should write production schedule. So from a production schedule, what you understood? Production schedule means when you are going to manufacture that 1000 component in that particular month, means every day how much, in one shift how much, right? So that schedule, when you are going to produce how many components, that schedule you should include there. For example, you will say I will prepare 100 component every day, or within 2-3 days, like that. So that schedule should be there with you people. And for that schedule, how many machineries are required, which machinery is required, that information should be with you. That should be mentioned in the production plan. Schedule ahe, but how many machineries are required for that? Machinery related information must be there in a production plan. Then the next thing is that manufacturing methods. You should involve, yes, involve manufacturing method. There are so many methods to produce one product, right? So there are various this manufacturing methods are available. So which manufacturing method you will use for particular component, that information you should add. Getting? Then next one is that you should include plant layout. Plant layout. ते 1000 component बनवायचे आहेत. Then what is your plant layout? Where will be the which machinery? How component will move? that plant layout should be there with you. And to produce that 1000 component, how much manpower is required, you should write in number, right? And inventory required. The inventory may be your consumables like coolant is there, tools requirements are there, like that. Okay, so this much information should be there in a production plan. I think I should present my screen from my mobile. There is a too much problem of electricity, so I will share slides from my mobile. Okay, can you see my screen now? Mobile screen, computer. There is a for electricity. There is a too much problem. Okay, screen is visible. Can you see my slides? Slides, I am asking. Screen is visible. I know. I have shared, but okay. So slides are also available. Let us see from mobile. No problem. So friends, we are discussing about the production plan, and I have told you people what should be included in your production plan. Getting so one thing you have to remember always, production plan will vary depending on person to person, depending on your goal, how many product you have to produce in that particular month or day or week or year, right? So you have to prepare plan accordingly, right? So this is expected. Then next plan is there, that is operational plan. Second, fourth number point you can see like operational plan. काय असायला पाहिजे ऑपरेशनल प्लॅन ऍक्च्युअली जनरली कॉल्ड ॲज अ execution of production plan. Actual execution plan is happening in a operational plan. Production plan is there, but its execution you have to do in a operational plan. So almost production plan and operational plans are almost similar, right? But execution, now which kind of execution? For example, routine. One sample example I want routine. I think you understand meaning of routine in your production, like how exactly your product will flow for operation or path of that particular product on your shop floor. This is expected in the this routine. In operational plan, this is a very important element. Routine is very important element which explains on shop floor from one machine to another machine to third machine, fourth machine, fifth machine, like that. Getting? So this is expected in a routine, and that path you have to draw in operational plan. किती मायन्यूट गोष्टी आहेत बघा. सो वी जनरली वी रिकमेंड लाईक येस काय एवढं अवघड आहे ते ह्या मशीनवरून ड्रिलिंग वरून इकडे मिलिंग आणि मिलिंग वरून इकडं असं असं तोंडी तुमचा प्लॅन असेल. बट फ्रेंड्स इट इज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड इन इंडस्ट्री. You should have routine plan. Routine means exactly path of that particular product, and it is not lump sum path of that product. You have to prove like how that path is efficient, how material handling is very less on that particular path, and you have to prove. And in operational research, I think you people may be learning this, but it is not our part. But try to understand routine is important part, and you people have to prove like this is optimized path, and on that path our material handling will be very less and product damages will be very less. Getting? So this is expected in routine. In operational plan, this is very important aspect. You have to explain the routine of your product, how it is moving on shop floor and how operations are happening. Then scheduling. Scheduling means what? You have to fix the date, time for that particular operation, for that particular production, for particular target. तुम्हाला शेड्यूल करायचंय when the so and so operation will happen, when so and so operation will happen, and when how many compounds will produce in that particular shift. It's scheduling, actual scheduling, number wise 101 component, like that. So this is expected in a scheduling. And then next one is that you need to inspect. In operational plan, you have to decide the inspection mechanism, and you have to decide like this so and so product so and so device will be used for the inspection of that particular product, and you will check quality with the help of that. So inspection, inspection means just a quality checking is also called as inspection. So here we have to take meaning as a quality checking of that particular product. You need to compare that particular product with standard, and you have to seal through inspection like this product is performing well and it is ready for the shipping. Shipping means sending that particular product from your place, your organization place to particular consumer. Getting? So this much is expected in a operational plan. भरपूर माहिती सांगतोय मी. I don't think people are writing, but please try to note these pointers. I am telling so many things. ह्याच्यामध्ये काय असलं पाहिजे, त्याच्यामध्ये काय असलं पाहिजे, but I think you people may be forgetting. So try to write pointers, right? Like for example, in operational plan, I have told routine is important part, scheduling is important part, inspection is important part, and shipping. So these 4 aspects are very important in a operational plan. Getting? So these two two plans we have seen. Now next plan is there, that is a human resource plan. HR plan, people generally call it as a HR plan. So generally this plan deals with human resource aspect, right? And it should be there in your project business plan. So HR plan is a part of business plan, a very important aspect, because without manpower you cannot perform any of the activity in your organization. So that's why this particular plan is important. Now what is expected in this particular plan? First thing should be there, that is a details of human resource required. How much manpower is required? Human resource means various variety of manpower is required, including watchman, security, like that. So that details should be there, right? And you have to prove like this much manpower is required. For example, in our educational system, that student ratio and staff ratio, student staff ratio is 1:20. For every 20 students, there must be one teacher, right? One staff must be there. The teaching faculty must be there. So that HR person will always try to analyze whether we have 120 intake and so many students are there, then how many teachers should be there, right? So this calculation should be there, and it should be a part of HR plan. It should be included. Suppose you have 10 machineries, 10 milling machine and 10 CNC machine. So operator for that particular shift, if you want to utilize all the machinery, then 10 operator must be there for 10 machineries. Otherwise, why you have purchased a 10th one if you are in nine operators? So in this way, that details must be included in that particular HR plan. Then another thing is that qualification of employee. Qualification of employee must be there. Without a qualification, particular qualification, suppose you are recruiting mechanical engineer for a certain quality checking post, so his qualification should be suitable, right? Watchman is there, then suitable qualification should be there. Otherwise you start diploma holder or engineers for that particular post. Relevant person must be there at relevant thing. Getting? For if there is a HR manager, so HR manager generally should be management person, right? It is expected. So relevant qualification should be there, and you should mention like for this post the so and so qualification is required. That information must be there in a HR plan. Then sources of recruitment, from where you will recruit manpower, through contractor, subcontractor, agents, or government college, private college, like that, or experience through online portals. From where you will recruit the people, source you should mention there. Getting? Then next one is that payment policy or remuneration policy. HR generally decide like which kind of payment for which post, how much payment as per the government pay, like 6th pay, 7th pay. That information must be there in a HR plan. Then various welfare activities like PF is there, provident fund is there, right? You may be knowing. So like that, various insurance thing is there. Like that, welfare activities are there in organization, so that information must be included in that particular business HR plan. Then leave policy. So 10ची policy एका व्यक्तीने किती घेतल्या पाहिजेत, मेडिकल लीव्ह किती घेतल्या पाहिजेत, right? सो इमर्जन्सी लिव्ह किती असल्या पाहिजेत, कॅज्युअल लिव्ह किती असल्या पाहिजेत. So HR has to, in HR plan, HR has to write like this is a policy and this should be percolated to your all employees and they should be known for this. It is खूप मोठा ह्या गोष्टी साध्या वाटतात की काय लिव्ह पॉलिसी देऊन टाका 4-5. It is not like that. You have to study like as per the government how many casual leaves are there, how many days we can give medical leave, paid leave, like that various policies are there. It should be, and depending on organization to organization it is varying, right? So for chemical industry it may different, for medical hospitals it is different, education system it is different, right? So that policies uh, for government almost it is a common, but for private sector they have their own strategies. Like TCS is giving very nice kind of paid leave. For example, you have your casual leaves you have not taken, so they are converting it into money. So they have their own policy, but other software industry generally deny for that. So like that leave policy should be there. Then termination policy. Termination ला आपण वेगळ्या दुसऱ्या अर्थाने काय म्हणू शकतो, टर्मिनेशन इज नथिंग बट म्हणजे एखाद्या व्यक्तीला कामावून काढून टाकायचंय, टर्मिनेट करायचंय ड्यू टू सम हिज मिस्टेक ऑर बॅड परफॉर्मन्स अँड ऑल दिस. So you should have a legal procedure for that. So you should, on your appointment letter it should be mentioned if your performance is not good for consecutive 3 month 4 month like that, then we are going to terminate you. आधी हे अपॉइंटमेंट ऑर्डरवर लिहिलेलं असलं पाहिजे. सो दिस पॉलिसी मस्ट बी डिसाइडेड अर्लियर बिफोर जॉईनिंग दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एम्प्लॉई शुड नो. तर एचआरने हे डिसाइड करा हाऊ टर्मिनेशन पॉलिसी विल बी देअर. सो एचआर पर्सन शुड इन्क्लूड दॅट पर्टिक्युलर टर्मिनेशन पॉलिसी इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्लॅन. तर बिझनेस प्लॅन मधला हा एचआर प्लॅन हा या एवढ्या गोष्टींसाठी महत्वाचा आहे. Okay, so I hope you understood this concept. Still there are two plans remain: marketing plan and financial plan. It requires minimum 20 to 15 minutes. We have only 4-5 minutes today. So actually due to your this session, Facebook live session, I have started lecture at 3:15. That's why otherwise I have planned today to complete this 2 pointers also, but no problem, tomorrow we'll complete this. So I request A division student to put your number in chat box. If any doubts are there in between, you can ask me. Okay, A division people, if done, then B division student, put your numbers. Okay, so next lecture, we'll see remaining things. Those who have entered number, they can leave the meeting. We'll stop here today.
Hello, sir.